NASA's Perseverance rover lands on Mars and animation. Sign up for the biggest new releases, reviews and tech hacks. Subscribe. When you subscribe, we will use the information you provide to send you these newsletters. Sometimes they'll include recommendations for other related newsletters or service. Our privacy notice explains more about how we use your data and your rights. You can unsubscribe at any. The Perseverance rover is currently traveling towards Mars at a staggering 12,500. The machine will have to slow down drastically if it is to land safely and intact on the surface of Mars, as it will have to drop from the astronomical speed to stationary all in just 7 minutes, NASA has said. The process involves several steps, and NASA will essentially achieve the feat blind, due to the 11-minute signal delay from Mars. For this reason, Perseverance will have to autonomously slam the brakes without help from human. How the entry, descent, landing, EDL, stage will play out 10 minutes before the rover reaches the atmosphere of Mars. It will shed its cruise state. This will see large chunks of the machine essentially fall off, including solar panels, radios and fuel tanks, which help Perseverance reach just the aeroshell will remain, cocooning the machine from the 1,300 degrees Celsius it will experience as it hits the Mars. Inside the aeroshell, Perseverance will remain at room temperature in order to avoid damage. The aeroshell is also equipped with small thrusters which will help stabilize the craft as it encounters air pockets which will push it off course. The heat shield will then slow down to around 1,000 miles per hour inside the atmosphere, which is a safe enough speed to deploy its parachute. NASA said, the parachute, which is 70.5 feet, 21.5 meters, in diameter, deploys about 240 seconds after entry, at an altitude of about 7 miles, 11 kilometers, and a velocity of about 40 miles per hour, 1,512 kilometers. 20 seconds after the parachute is deployed, the craft will begin zeroing in on its landing target. Inside the JAS-0 cameras and instruments will detect the coordinates NASA has set for the machine, which will then lock into them. The technology is known as terrain relative navigation, and it uses information scientists have embedded into the machine to then identify and lock in on the target. Perseverance will then slow down to around 200 miles per hour, where the parachute will be released from the machine and it will then use just its rockets to descend. NASA said, directly above the rover, inside the back shell, is the rocket-powered. Think of it as a kind of jetpack with 8 engines pointed down at the ground. Once it's about 6,00 feet, 2,100 meters, above the surface, the rover separates from the back shell and fires up the descent stage engine. Trending once the machine has slowed down to around 1.7 miles per hour, it will initiate the skycrane maneuver. Just 12 seconds before it is due to touch down, when it is 20 meters above the surface, it will release 6 4-meter cables, which will then slowly touch the surface and guide Perseverance. As it does so, its wheels will be deployed into the landing position. NASA said, as soon as the rover senses that its wheels have touched the ground, it quickly cuts the cables connecting it to the descent. This frees the descent stage to fly off to make its own uncontrolled landing on the surface, a safe distance away from Perseverance.